Looking through the articles of many military experts from numerous Western analytical centers, I noticed that they were really surprised by the fact that over the past 10-15 days in the zone of a special military operation, fighting has sharply intensified in front lines that were previously considered relatively calm, since even positional battles were not conducted there. In particular, American experts from the Institute for the Study of War regretfully admitted that over the past few days, Russian troops have significantly advanced in the Seversk direction of the front, which was previously considered the calmest in the theater of military operations in Ukraine. The advance of Russian troops turned out to be so rapid that the Ukrainian formations lost about 3 of their strongholds, along villages near the city of Seversk. It is reported that at the moment, the Russian army is only 9 kilometers from Seversk. According to war correspondents, the seizure of the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine near Seversk allowed Russian troops to launch artillery shelling of the positions of the Ukrainian army in this city. In addition, Western experts are also concerned about the strengthening of Russian intelligence. Referring to their own sources in the Ukrainian General Staff and the Pentagon, these experts drew attention to the fact that Russian missiles began very often to successfully hit and destroy even the most classified military facilities on the territory of Ukraine. In addition, the number of massive, combined, and individual missile strikes on the territory of Ukraine has also increased rapidly over the past 20-30 days. All this indicates that Russian intelligence not only fully controls the situation in Ukraine, but also has dozens of agent networks at its disposal, even in the Ukrainian military department. By the way, on the night of June 14, Russia launched another massive missile strike on the territory of Ukraine, as a result of which the Ukrainian General Staff and NATO forces suffered serious losses. However, I will discuss this topic with you a little later. Right now, I would like to inform you about the capture of another strategically important settlement by Russian troops. In particular, we are talking about Georgievka, in the Mariinka direction of the front. So, just a few minutes ago, war correspondent Alexander Sladkov confirmed that the Russian army had completely liberated the settlement of Georgievka, to the west of the city of Mariinka. According to him, Russian troops not only began to clean up this village from the remnants of the Ukrainian army units, but also began to attack the positions of the Ukrainian armed forces in neighboring Maximilianovka. At the moment, Russian troops are attacking Maximilianovka from 2 directions at once. It is reported that Russian armored groups, supported by air power, have already managed to dislodge units of the armed forces of Ukraine from their positions in the eastern part of Maximilianovka. At the same time, you should understand that the main goal of the Russian army in this direction of the front is the city of Kharkiv. This city is one of the most important logistics hubs of the Ukrainian army in Donbass. If the Ukrainian armed forces lose this city, the Ukrainian command cannot effectively supply its troops in this region. However, in order to capture Kharkiv, Russian troops will first need to take control of the village of Maximilianovka. And judging by what the war correspondents say, the capturing of Maximilianovka will not be an easy task for the Russian army. The fact is that the armed forces of Ukraine have equipped dozens of strongholds in this settlement. War correspondents are confident that the Ukrainian army will fight for Maximilianovka to the end, as the loss of this village will open the way for the Russian troops to the strategically important city of Kharkiv. Meanwhile, while Vladimir Zelensky was in Italy, discussing with the leaders of Western countries the next sanctions against Russia and misappropriation of Russia's money, Russian aerospace forces launched another massive missile strike on the territory of Ukraine. On the night of June 14, Russian strategic bombers and MiG-31K fighters launched a massive missile attack on such regions of Ukraine as Kharkiv, Cherkasy, and KHMELNYTSKYI. So, in the Cherkasy region, in the city of Kharkiv, monitoring services recorded about 5 explosions. Unfortunately, as of June 15, there is no exact data yet on what exactly was destroyed in this city. However, many Russian telegram channels suggested that a blow was dealt to the Kharkiv hydroelectric power plant. In any case, the details of this missile strike should appear in the coming hours. As soon as this information appears, I will immediately inform you about it. In the Kharkiv region, Russian missiles dealt a series of surgical strikes on the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Lipsy area, Volchansk, and the village of Glubokoi. In addition, the Russians also used about 70 guided aerial bombs. War correspondents confirmed that as a result of this attack, the Russians managed to destroy dozens of heavy equipment of the armed forces of Ukraine, as well as about 100 Ukrainian soldiers who were to be deployed to Volchansk. In the KHMELNYTSKYI region, the Russian military once again attacked the city of Starokostiantyniv. It is reported that Kinzhal hypersonic missiles have once again hit Starokostiantyniv airbase. Let me remind you that this military airfield is the main base for Su-24M frontline bombers, equipped with Storm Shadow cruise missiles. In addition, many Russian telegram channels, citing their own sources in the Russian military department, state that frequent missile strikes on this airbase are also related to the fact that the NATO leadership has already deployed American F-16 fighter jets there, which are stored in well-protected underground hangars. Russian Kinzhal hypersonic missiles also hit and destroyed a classified military facility in the city of KHMELNYTSKYI itself. As it turned out, it was the Air Force and Air Defense Missile System Command and Control Center of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. Sources in the Russian military department claim that as a result of this missile strike, the experienced high-ranking officers of not only the armed forces of Ukraine but also the NATO forces were destroyed. As it turned out, there were about 30 Ukrainian and NATO pilots in this command post at the time of the missile strike, as well as operators of such Western air defense systems as Patriot and NASAMS.